What's poppin', everybody? Back with another video. In this video, we got Wack100 and the 100 ENT Show talking about DJ Akademiks getting too disrespectful on SZA and taking shots at Punch from TDE. We're gonna get into it. Wack100 gives Ak some friendly advice. Let's listen to the clip.
Yeah. So you telling me since he did that, he had something else to say, or he been quiet?
Who was that? Akademiks?
Yeah, that happened a couple days ago. So you telling me he said something since then, or he's been quiet?
The last tweets that I saw from Akademiks, he said he was addressing Punch, where he said, "Don't tweet it if you gotta delete it," and he had mentioned the still playing the Suge Knight roles. Hilarious. That was yesterday. I had read in the chat that somebody
But
had
he ain't
mentioned.
said nothing about SZA though, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, he
Yeah.
doing what I told him to do. I don't know what else going on, but I had a talk with him a couple days ago. So he's been told to refrain from that name. So Axe a YouTuber, blogger. So if you say something to him, he gonna say something back. Now, I really think Act playing a dangerous game because you are attacking a black woman. Now, I can see Tasha K coming on this one. She coming on this one. Boy, them SZA fans and them Beehive fans and them Meg Thee Stallion fans and all them fans, boy, they get the posse in the up. And those artists, 40% of their fans be people from the LGBT community. They get the posse in the up, and they get to protest it against Spotify because that's where your contracts is at. That you using your platform to degrade and disrespect black women, and that get to moving, and they start finding them clips where it looked like it was some domestic going on that we seen about 7-8 months ago. I could around and find himself in a bad situation.
Yeah, I think he tripping for doing
SZA
that,
is one of
man.
those artists that you don't never hear her caught up in nothing. She doesn't, you don't hear her being belligerent or entertaining negativity. You understand what I'm saying?
She
So
ain't with the.
She
yeah,
like Ashanti or something.
yeah, she's the closest thing you're gonna have to a gospel artist that's just doing real music. Like her personality, her character, everything about her is positive. So when you come at a woman like that, the way he came at her, it's like you attacking black women, and he might around and have a problem. I see it coming.
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that
I,
pissed me off.
I think he was out of pocket for that one, man. Act, he get on this henny and do whatever he do on live, but I don't think that was the right move. That was a little
And
crazy.
and and that's another thing. He voluntarily admitted that I'm drunk right now. So that's letting it be known that there's really no cause for what you're doing, but because you're drunk. So now you get drunk and you're gonna attack this female, right? It's like, well, I'm drunk, so it. But you got a huge platform. I really think, I'm telling you, I can see this coming. You get the Beyonce community, you get all these, the Meg Thee Stallion community, you'll get SZA's community. She got a big community, LGBT community going on because a lot of their fans is mixed up into that. You get these Brandy Norwood, they like, hey, this ain't right. You're attacking,
Sad.
right? You'll look up and Act could be over here talking about he's going into Alcohol Anonymous program and I'm sorry and I'm going to speak to the people. He might need to tread lightly. The politics could work against him in this. As far as it comes to Pun, I know Pun's that type of guy. He's a non-threatening guy. He probably just voicing his opinion based upon him being close to SZA, him having business with SZA. So Act making the Suge Knight comments. No way we can put Pun over there with that. He was just as any man or any male that has a working relationship. I'm not mistaken. They may be related in some way. Pun, I could be speaking out of turn. I believe Pun and SZA, or I believe Pun may have discovered SZA. One of the two. It's something in there, but when somebody sees that, they're gonna react, they're gonna respond and act. Pun is not a street dude. He's not a violent guy. That's not Pun. So we're gonna eliminate. We're gonna erase that because Act has a lot of going on with a lot of people, and something could happen, and we don't want them taking that Act just said and saying, "Oh, it was Pun." Somebody may, in fact, use this as an opportunity to say, "Get at him right now for what we've been mad about him from the Chicago." You know what I'm saying? Get at him right now because they're gonna think it's Pun. You know what I'm saying? Pun is not that type of guy. He's a real exec, real humble, real mild mannered guy, non-violent type guy. I know him personally. Um, you know, so we gonna eliminate that, which is trying to categorize Pun or anybody else at TDE like they on some gangster. Regardless of people's background, where they come from, those men are all adults. Those men are all businessmen. And listen, man, you got a lot of enemies. You got the whole Chicago still waiting to catch up with you. Half of New York want to catch up with you. So we not gonna play the Suge Knight, the guys on the West Coast, because they're expressing their distaste for the things you might have said towards their loved ones or their artists. We ain't doing that.
The
Hey,
second
Wack.
black woman he's attacked. He just attacked Erica Badu last week.
That's a
I think
fact.
I think the act is like he got on some 6ix9ine. Like he feel like a 6ix9ine ain't get touched, and he do all that trolling that he probably feel like he can get away with it because he just like some podcaster dude. You feel me? I feel like he think he can get away with it, and
Yeah,
y'all
but
was
he
supposed to
does
hold him
interviews with
accountable.
people. People know locations. You never know what people tied to, bro. So you gotta watch.
Yeah, so once again, I'm gonna have to side with Wack100 on this. He gave Act the best advice a OG could give a content creator, anybody really. Like you never want to come at a woman that's just staying out the way, making awesome songs. You know, SZA always stays out the way. I never hear her bashing anybody. Even though Act claims that she did a sneak diss to him, I still feel like Act should have let it slide. You just can't win with these situations. And then who wants a whole fan base like hell bent on destroying you? Like you don't want the Beehive coming for you. You don't want the Nicki Minaj Barbs coming for you. You don't want the SZA fans coming for you. It's just not worth it, you know. But I understand when Act is on the Hennessy, Act is a different monster. You know what I mean? He just doesn't care. He just goes at whoever he feels dissed him. But you can't do that when you have a big platform like him. I feel like, I know he's shifted to Rumble, but he still streams on Twitch and YouTube, especially when you're like insulting SZA for plastic surgery or BBL botched surgery. Like once you get into that realm, then you're gonna get labeled body shaming regardless. So you don't even want to touch on that topic. Like you want to stay clean away from that. This is one of those just stay in your lane type of situations. Like you just got to stay in your lane. You can't battle everybody that you may have think slighted you or says a comment. That's just life, man. People are going to say things that you don't like. You can't just do a full-on attack on people. Wack gave him excellent advice. I hope at some point he can apologize to SZA. SZA's like one of the great, amazing artists that we have. She just seems like an overall dope person. I never met her, but she just, from what I've seen from SZA musically and just out in the public, as far as online, how she presents herself is pretty dope. Shout out to SZA and shout out to Wack and 100 ENT. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next one.